What up, motherfuckers? What up? Today we're tuning into Car Talk with yours finest, Ozzy, the God, the Don, the guy, with your special guest, Rez. Yes, sir.
My right now.
Also, his other right hand man, Sir Alex Blex. You know what they call him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then, you know, we got the Don.
Cannot stand losing you. Whoa, whoa.
This music is not copyrighted, so
yeah,
we're gonna keep it cool, keep it calm. We're about to have a really good talk about whatever the hell we feel like talking about. You're here for it. You can join. You can pause the video if you want to add about the discussion, or you can keep it moving, keep it rolling, because that's what we about to do. We got some drinks going, we got the vibes flowing, and y'all just come along and see what the hell we do. So
I'm gonna quit YouTube after that fucking intro, bro. Like, who am I? Look at Alex, he's speechless. Alex is in the back like...
I'm amazed.
Alex is in the back like...
Alright, bro.
Motherfucker. I'm gonna take a shot to that, though.
Nah, yeah.
No, this is funny. If y'all ever see me do this, y'all know what that means.
Many people might be like, what does he mean?
God damn.
God. I do want to thank everybody that sent a question. We have a... Oh, you can't really see it, but... They made it rain with the questions. Some of them are pretty silly. Some of them are not going to be answered in the video. Question number 1. Numero uno.
Okay.
What's your guilty pleasure? Songs, music you listen to that others don't really mess with.
Oh, that's a great
So
question.
That's like a two-piece, right?
That's like a
guilty pleasure?
two-part. Well, not necessarily like a guilty pleasure. I think they were wording it like, what's your guilty pleasure
Song?
within music
Oh,
that you know
yeah,
that
wait.
most... Read it again?
I think he meant to say, okay, so what's your guilty pleasure? Songs, music you listen to that others don't really mess with.
Yeah,
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Can you give me an example? I'm
Alright, so my guilty pleasure song music that a lot of people probably wouldn't listen to probably be some country music by particular artists.
Wait, so a guilty pleasure in music is...
A guilty pleasure, or like some, like, you know what K-pop is? Korean pop music.
Why don't we just make it a two-piece?
Alright, go ahead.
Like, what is your guilty pleasure? And then we can talk about songs, music.
Alright.
What is your guilty pleasure that you're willing to share?
Ooh.
Shareable.
A guilty pleasure. Damn, that's... Ooh. So I'm actually kind of private, bro. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
Mine is...
Wait, what is it?
I love eating. That's my guilty pleasure.
I know what you said in your head, Dre.
Yeah, me too.
I know what Dre said.
If he's gonna say his guilty pleasure is eating, I would say my guilty pleasure would have to be indulging in that green stuff.
I'm trying to indulge in that.
And if you know what that green stuff is, then yeah.
Is it? Yeah, right? That's a guilty pleasure?
I mean...
Because I feel like it's
guilty.
so normal.
Yeah, but I mean,
That
you
is
can't
not
be
really-
guilty. No, I can be guilty for real for it. Go to jail, you're guilty.
I mean, I could say food, but what would be another one? Hold on.
Mine's
Like a
definitely
real, like
food,
what's,
like,
nah, cause like...
It's a way to my
I could say-
food. Food is a way to
I could say sweets, like, but I don't know.
I could also say... No, you don't say
Dessert,
that.
yeah.
I could also say like stealing.
What?
But
But I don't steal. I don't steal. Oh. I would probably say a guilty pleasure of mine would be fucking flirting.
Ooh, that's pretty
I
good.
actually like to flirt way more than I should, but I do it like so easily, and I get like a little kick out of knowing like
Like that
who's
little
pretty
chase.
Who's picking up on it like, oh, you know I'm fucking with you, but in my head I'm like, I really don't want you. Like I'm really over here playing. So I feel like that's like a guilty pleasure of mine because like I get to play. But at the same time, I can't get turned down and I don't like playing people's emotions. But man, it's a guilty pleasure.
So, that's yours. It's because I want to say, oh shit.
Yaga.
I want to say food, but not really. What is a guilty pleasure, man? Shopping? Like buying clothes?
Yeah.
Okay, that's reasonable.
Yes, that's it. Buying clothes.
That's
buying...
reasonable.
Bro, because I be like, and I hold off on a lot of it because I'm like, I don't need it.
Oh, facts.
It's like I don't need it, I want it. So
Uh,
I think that's what it's gonna be.
shopping.
I'll be like shopping. I love just like clothes.
Alex,
You said food.
I feel like that was too goddamn generic.
Yeah.
But it's very
I
much.
guess there's something that my guilty pleasure.
You don't have any more? I mean, I didn't
I
have
have
any.
another guilty pleasure.
What?
Watching reality TV. Like it's probably not the best I'd be watching that dumbass
Not really.
shit, but I really feel like it's just so good. It's like, y'all are ignorant on here.
Yo, remember when we stayed up watching that fucking show? That we fucking binged it the whole day
What?
here at my house? Hot or not? No, yes. So the second part of that question was
Music.
songs, music you listen to that others don't really mess with. I feel like everybody messes with everything though.
Yeah.
No?
No, cause I can play a song right now that I know y'all wouldn't even move.
But then there's somebody out there that does though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's not within the people.
I'm gonna be honest, like I just listen to like. The thing about me is that I take breaks from music.
My bad.
No, you're good. I take breaks from music because sometimes it gets so annoying. Like,
For
and
real?
it gets to the point where I'm like looking for new music and looking, but then I'm like, no, it's just music itself. Like,
Nah, see, I never take a break from music.
Yeah, I do.
I do have moments where I'm like, I want to find new music, but at that point, I'll just go make my own music.
like I'll just after that, like within that little time period, I'm like listening to podcasts or something.
You want to
Or
occupy your
sometimes-
brain.
Sometimes I don't even ride with anything, bro. Like I'll just.
Hey, no,
I'll just be
wait,
like a
bro. Tell me why for a full 3 days I was riding around, going wherever I was going without playing any type of music.
That's pretty cool though, cause like you're just
Very much just
in the
present.
moment, in present.
The moment, yeah.
I really wanted to hear, like, I had my windows down. I wanted to hear
Everything.
the,
Your
you like,
surroundings,
bro,
yeah.
yeah, bro. When I get to a stop sign or a light, I used to close my eyes and just listen, try to see like whatever my ears pick up, cause and tell and describe to myself what I'm hearing. Like, oh, okay, I hear a truck, what type of semi truck, and just have some like,
Just be aware.
yeah.
No, that's facts.
And
But-
really try to see like how well my sensory skills,
Yeah.
hearing, touching, seeing, smelling.
But I guess to answer the question, when I do listen to music, like I'll listen to. I don't like country. I don't like country music.
It's so
I'll
good,
listen
bro.
to. Obviously, like my favorite artist is Drake, so I'll be listening to like his old discography. But like I said, I get tired of it, so then I'm like I'll listen to like Mexican music. I'll listen to like. There's a time and a place, and right now is the time for that. Right now is the time for that. And then like I'll listen to like I'll tap into my feminine side, I guess that's what you could call it. Huh?
Oh shoot.
I'll listen to like some song, you know.
Like what?
Some Georgia Smith.
Wait, cause you
Okay,
playing, do it, you,
So
like,
is me being feminine listening to women? Like Adele, like I have Adele on shuffle.
all right. So when you ask me, is that a representation or a depiction of you being feminine because you listen to a woman artist?
Yeah.
No,
No, it's not.
I don't think so. I think that's very narrow-minded of somebody to think that just because you listen to a woman
So I'm being
artist.
narrow-minded by thinking that.
I don't want to call you
Well, maybe-
narrow-minded. I think it's just a narrow-minded view. I just think about it like, would it make you, if your mom was a singing artist, right? She's a woman, and you listen to your mom's
She's
music.
pretty good actually.
Would you? Would you at any point view or think just because I listen to my mom's music, I feel more feminine at the given moment, or you be like, my mom's an artist and she just sings really well and I'm listening to her music?
Pretty valid. I guess I would say it's my mom.
I'm just
But what if I listen to more than my mom? No.
What does that make you any more different than?
Okay, so then why do I feel like? So why do I feel like I feel like I've heard where guys don't listen to, like, how come there's that, like, guys only listen to girl music when, like,
bro, see,
when they're by themselves.
That's
like, why?
hyper masculinity, bro. Like,
What's that?
Hyper masculinity. You already know what masculinity is, right?
Yeah. So
hyper masculinity is just masculinity on overload to the point where, like, you feel
okay.
You can't.
Just because you listen to a woman, it's girly now. When it's just an artist is an artist, regardless if that's a male or a woman who's making music.
Facts.
And if you want to even be even more to the nitty gritty, if they even knew how music worked in the damn industry, there's half of the time there's men behind these women songs that you think are written by women when it's actually a man that wrote and produced and done the whole fucking song,
Drake.
And it's just literally, and vice versa. There's women who do songs for men, and it's like it's just this is the artist that's gonna present the song out there. So I think people are just narrow-minded and think very much small-minded when they say
real ass bitch, give a
about a nigga,
big Birkin bag, whole 5'6" figure, stripes on my ass, so it caught it pussy.
Tigger, fucking on a scamming ass, rich ass. Yeah,
ooh. Since when did you get the N-word pass?
Shit, when I came on my mama ass,
Oh, shit.
that was a bar.
No, that's crazy.
That was a bar. Well, no, I really feel like that though. Like,
Well, yeah, so like I love Adele, bro.
I feel like, yeah, and there's
You know
nothing
that,
wrong
like,
with that. Yeah, I do, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Under my feet.
That's why when you had said,
made of brick.
OCL said earlier when we were driving that 2 of my friends and I are gonna be going to a Beyonce concert, and he just said it was funny, not like he was picking on me anything. He was just like, because my friends are around like my size physically, and
I said it was gonna be odd.
It was gonna odd. It is odd because we are of big stature.
They're like
physically.
6'4", 6'5".
So to
6'6".
think that you got 3 tall people going to a damn concert like that.
Beyonce
But I'm
concert.
like, just think about it though. We're just tall. Like, just because we're men doesn't like. What if you saw 3 tall ass women going to a concert? He's like, oh, that's awkward. No, but just because we're men, it just makes it a little funny or something. It's like, oh, that's very much like narrow-minded to think like. But a lot of people think like that in society, so I can't be mad at you. You know, it's just
that's
like
true. Damn, I'm part of society.
we all are. So am I. There's certain things.
Society.
There's certain things that I think of that still revolves around the societal narrative.
And that's right, because it doesn't stop me from like listening to it.
No, nigga,
Like, I'll play that shit
gonna listen
anytime.
to whatever the hell you want to listen to.
I'll listen to that shit anytime.
Okay then, as you
doesn't stop me.
should.
You know what I'm saying?
As you should. That's how I feel like I listen to my music. Like, music is universal. There's no gender. There's no, just because there's a woman or a man singing, vocalizing, rapping, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm here for the creative aspect of it. I'm here for the feeling. And if you do that for me, whether you're a male, woman, if you sound like a male or a woman or vice versa, I really could give a fuck. All right, wait. So there was a question that was, what makes you a man? I am going to attempt to answer this question. Now, I think I'm going to be the only one to attempt to answer this question.
Yeah, I have
because
no comment to me.
This answer can be so motherfucking vague or so... I don't want to curse. This answer can be so...
You can curse.
Subjective. Because whoever it is that asked this question, my question, for one, you must not be that much of a man to ask somebody to ask somebody else what makes him a man. But secondly, or you might be a man and you're just curious about your masculinity or your manhood, which makes you ask another man what it means to be a man. Sure, I'm not sure. But my answer to being a man would be knowing who the fuck you are as a human. Knowing who the fuck you are as a human before you try to figure out what the fuck your gender can do for you as a human. So I feel as whoever the fuck you are, whatever answer you needed from that question, the real answer is whoever you are as a human. can dictate how much of a man you are, because it doesn't matter what the hell you have in between your pants. It's about the dignity and pride you hold as a human being that can make you a righteous human versus sticking to a fucking gender to like be known as a man or woman. But we know that men and women are biologically different, but we are all human as one. We need women just as much as we need the man, and vice versa. But let's keep it a buck. Being a man is not the best thing in the world, bro. I'm sorry. But it is what it is from my own personal, my own
Give him a
time.
hand of applause.
Yeah, that was good. That was very good. Very good, Jason. Very good.
What memory of us do you guys cherish the most?
Oh.
Like all of us? All memory of all of us?
The question is, what memory do we have of each other that we cherish the most?
I don't think. Well,
That we cherish?
I don't think. Okay, so I think it'll be individual.
Yeah,
right?
of course. It's cool.
Because there was times where
yeah.
he wasn't there, you weren't there.
Exactly, yeah.
Like it was me and him, or you
That
and
we
I,
cherish the
or
most,
y'all.
or just most memorable? Ooh.
Oh, dude, that's hard.
I mean, personally, I've graded my ass on a fence like it was a cheese grater, with them. like in public. So, bro, I don't know, like.
Wait.
That was memorable. No. Like, that's some shit I did not want to remember, but it's memorable.
No, that's funny as fuck. I didn't know you were gonna say
Bro,
that.
we
I
played
remember
Truth
that.
or Dare or some crazy shit,
We
bro.
played What Are the Odds?
What are the odds?
We were driving around town. We were so fucking bored. It was like years
Yeah.
ago. And I'm like, what are the odds you do that? And we got.
It's like, what are the odds that you get out of the car and like run your ass cheeks along the fence like it's a cheese grater?
Bro, that was
Like,
exactly
bro, who the
verbiage.
fuck-
Bro, a cheese grater.
Who the fuck thinks of some shit like that? Like,
I had
oh,
the video somewhere.
pieces of my ass are gonna fall off in the fucking fence.
It's
Like,
because it's just so funny, bro. Like I don't
and
know.
I did it. I don't know what time it was. It was late as shit at
It was
night.
late as fuck. It was late as fuck.
Bro, I'll never
was
forget
over
that
there.
shit. Cause it was over there by the mother.
Where they keep
Bro.
the utility vehicles.
Oh,
Where's mine, those memories?
Bro,
man, that was
Wait.
mine.
that's funny as fuck.
That's mine. I'm still shocked by that shit, bro. Like,
Jimmy Cooks.
Dang, bro, that's pretty hard. We've had hella fucking memories together.
Yeah, bro, that's
For you, and then I'm gonna do for him.
no, do
No?
it for you. What's your most
That's what
memorable?
I'm saying. Like, it's because I have two.
Nah.
I have two. Yes, because
Okay, go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. So with you, I think it's that week we hung out for the whole week straight. We went to the beach, like the whole week. No, it was like one day it fucking poured, so we didn't go to see sunrise and we didn't go to the beach. And then for the following days,
Wait,
we hung
we
out
was
every
out-
fucking day.
Yeah, we did.
We went to the beach every fucking day.
Damn, that's
And
nice.
that's when I-
where the heck was I at?
I don't know. That's a good question. That was a good question. I don't know why.
Probably working.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Cause
Yeah.
why was I not working? That's crazy. But whatever. That's when I discovered that Jerez had a fear of fucking birds.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had a fear of birds, bro. Cause
Yeah,
I
birds
remember we
freak
fell
me
asleep. We fell asleep, right? And then,
Shit.
and I remember waking up and I was just on my phone and he was still asleep. And then we're laying down on our beach towels and then you just hear and it was like a crow or something. And I was like, Jerez, this is me not knowing he's scared of birds. He's like, I'm like, Jerez, the bird is on you. The bird is on you. And he's like, oh, yo, get the fuck. No, wait. I don't know what you said. You're like, get that fucking bird on me. And you're like, yo, chill, bro. You were just like, for Jerez to be scared of something, like, it's not just anything, you know.
Bro,
He's a big
yeah,
guy.
bro.
You were so scared of that.
Bro, so yeah, I am like a bigger person. Like, I mean, my stature, yeah, I am bigger, but cats and birds have always been like, ooh,
It's for you.
like I don't give a damn how big I am. What the fuck, bro?
Send me that.
We're watching the video of me grading my ass on the fence.
Can I put it on there?
No.
Give him a little sneak peek.
Oh! Hey!
Alex.
Ah!
R.I.P. bro.
Now we gotta bring up receipts. Now we gotta bring up phone receipts.
Alright, bring him up for Alex. I didn't say nothing.
That's what I'm talking about.
What's yours, Alex?
What was the question?
Alright, bro. Your most cherished.
I'm trying to think, bro.
How did y'all become friends?
Yeah, literally.
Tell him the story. Tell him the story.
So I was always a pretty chunky kid.
Yeah, we know.
This is like 6th grade, and then 7th grade came
You
around.
weren't
and I started
that
getting into
chunky.
soccer. I was. And then there's this gym teacher. God bless Miss Warner.
I miss Miss Warner. That's
No.
shout out
She
to
blessed.
Miss Warner.
She changed
put
my
on.
life forever. I'll tell you that.
She
Like,
what?
I'm forever
Just wanted
grateful.
to put him on
Because
Huh?
she put,
Cause
she
Ty
low-key
played
put me
with
on
me.
Aussie. Yeah.
Huh?
low-key.
because Ty played with me.
Soccer.
Yeah, he played with me.
And I would always
Bro.
play soccer in gym class. She'd be like, "You're very good," and I was me. I wasn't confident. I was always like, "Nah, I'm not that good." She's like, "You should try out for my son's team. They're having tryouts." I was like, "Nah, I'm not good." This and that.
She said, "Nah,
And
you're
she-
right. You're
and
pretty
she-
trash."
And she even like gifted me some cleats. She's like, "Here, some F50s, the purple ones. Oh, they're so dope." And she's like, "Here, you can use these cleats too and everything." She put me on, and then, long story short, I ended up making the team. And then like first practice, nervous as heck. I didn't know anyone. And it was literally after the first practice, I think.
Was it? I don't remember. It was
First or
practice or
second.
tryouts.
No, it was
I don't
practice. Because you didn't know if I was gonna make the team. You were looking at me like, this kid. You're
No,
like,
I wasn't.
And then he ended up coming up to me and he's like, "Hey, my name's Lucio. You wanna be friends?"
That is literally not how I went. I went up to him and I was like, hey, what's your name? Nice to meet you. And he was like, Alex.
I was like,
He was like, Alex. He was like, Alex. I'm like, oh, nice to meet you, I'm Lucio.
Nice to meet you. I'm Lucio.
"Thank
The
you."
fuck out of here.
And then I was like, oh, like, welcome to the team. I was like, just being nice. I would do that to every player, like, just to make them feel welcome. And ever since then.
Bro, I'm telling you, after that day, history was made.
No, it's
that day.
funny,
Like,
though,
God
because-
literally brought us together because I wasn't
Wait,
even
what middle school did you go to, Alex?
Sebastian Ribeiro.
Okay,
until
until
Oh, yeah, so I went to charter school. I didn't even
yeah.
go to the same middle
I'm
school.
like, so that's
First 2
where
years, yeah.
the middle line was crossing. I'm like, I remember going to school with him. I don't remember going to middle school with you
We didn't. I
until
went to
we got to
charter
high
school.
school.
So the only time we would talk was over text and practice, and sometimes and I was like,
Like, hang out after.
I would barely hang out with him.
And it was funny as fuck because there was this one time where, like, Alex went to my house and my dog bit him.
Tyson?
Bro, like bit me.
And I remember I told Alex, I'm like, Alex, please don't
It's
tell
good-
your parents.
It's because they came into my room and I literally had it out with some vapuru. And they're like, "¿Y qué te pasó?" And I'm like, oh, I just told them, bro. I was like, I got bit by this dog.
And then his dad came the next day.
No, my
didn't
daddy a
wait.
real one because
His
I would've been mad as
his
fuck,
dad-
too.
His dad came the next day and, like, let me see his vaccines. This and I'm like, we showed him the vaccines.
Oh, God.
And then his parents were not letting him come to my house
Never
for like
is.
a good month.
Like,
And I remember I was so.
Not no more,
Yes, it
bro.
was.
It was
No,
like 2 weeks.
no, it
bro.
wasn't. No.
Because I even asked early, and I was like, they're not gonna let me. And
it was
then-
like it was like a good month, and
Such
I
a
remember
liar.
I was so embarrassed to see his parents, bro. And one day it was like the fair time, and I was like, I didn't want to be rude, so I was like, it took so much out of me to go say hi to
Say
them,
that.
hey,
because I'm like, they freaking hate me, bro. They probably hate me.
nah, it's just
And
like,
the funny thing about that was that was my Alex's first time coming to my house, I think.
no
And you know what?
way.
And you know what I told him? And I was
yeah.
like, it's okay, he doesn't bite.
Literally, and
No,
then,
he bit the fuck out of him, bro.
For
He still,
real?
yes,
That
bro.
right here on my quad. That's why I grew
Bit
so
him
big.
bad.
Damn.
All right, bro.
Well,
No, but yeah, that's how we fucking became friends. Next
I
question.
can tell how me and OCL came friends. Don't want to do that.
That's not how we became friends.
It wasn't, but that's it.
No, I can be honest about it.
Let's not do that.
Oh, okay. yeah.
Okay.
I remember.
But that's not how we became friends.
No, it wasn't. Well,
No.
I was already friends with
it
him.
was part of it. I don't give a fuck what you say. That was a staple part of us becoming friends.
You're
Yeah, I
That
think
was
I know what
a
you're talking
staple
about.
part.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if it flowed way too easy, it probably wouldn't have been the same. There was something about that shit
incident?
that happened
Yeah.
Fucking
that
crazy.
made us like, okay, wait, let's actually see what the fuck.
Yep.
Because that was,
Why did you want to be my friend so bad?
it wasn't just you. It
Okay, why
wasn't
do you
just you
wanna-
specifically.
Okay, why like us or like why?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know?
And now, honestly, I think now that I think about that shit, like,
Yeah, now that. you
Nah,
think about
for
it-
real.
No, like that as now that you're like what? Like, cause time has passed years.
I think I was looking to be a part of a friend group that didn't revolve around what the fuck I was doing.
like football and sports.
That's so crazy.
I
football and
think,
sports?
yeah,
Yeah, I see what you mean.
and
Oh,
like,
that makes sense.
but like
I see
y'all
what you
were still athletes because y'all still played soccer.
Yeah.
But I didn't play soccer, so I didn't understand y'all shit. But at the same time, y'all look cool enough and chill enough. So I'm like, I think Whoa, the more I think about this shit, the more I don't want to talk about this.
Bro, Jerez be so extra about this shit.
No, bro, because you think about it like, no, that's kind of embarrassing on my behalf. Like,
Nah.
no.
Jerez was just being extra.
No.
You're being extra about it.
No.
You're making it seem like it was so bad. Bro.
No, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was the fact that, like, for
I
me,
think it's more
for
on
me
your side.
personally, yeah, it's me. Like, how I, like, stuck myself out there to, like, try to be y'all's...
Wait, what? Wait, you're not in the...
That's
Yeah,
funny.
I had to play hard to get.
That's so funny.
No, wait.
Wait. I'm gonna let y'all know what happened, not in full detail, but like I'm gonna let you know a synopsis of what
Alright,
happened.
so now you are gonna talk about it.
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Go synopsis.
Basically,
Synopsis.
I was in a position in high school where I was an athlete, and I played football and basketball primarily. There was a point in my life where I did not want to surround myself around those sports because that's the only thing my life revolved around was football and basketball. So I wanted friends that were athletes that were not boring. And I saw them as a group of friends and they were just still...
We had known each other too since I'm in middle school.
Yeah, but we've all lived around each other.
And
like,
that's crazy
damn near
because
our
I knew
entire
who
lives.
you were, but I
We've
didn't
always known who
I
everybody
remember
was.
watching Wayne at middle school
OCO,
ball.
we used to live we used to live over
apartments.
here by like near each other.
I remember
And, like,
because I was intimidated by you and your brother, especially by Wayne.
Wayne, because Wayne, my brother named Wayne. Well, he's always looked like mean. Like
Yeah,
people used to always think, or well, just see both of us, and it was like, oh, those twins. And people used to say one's
were
really
big.
mean and one's really nice. Like one's really happy, one's really like mean, and like that used to be our
That's
our
crazy.
thing.
Yeah, I used to be
Y'all were
scared.
always
But we never used to like, oh, people think of
Nah,
us like
yeah.
that, so we're gonna be like that.
Yeah.
That was just how we are. Like,
But I
he's
remember I
just
used
a
to be
quiet
so scared
person.
of Wayne, bro. Like he was so scary to me. Like I thought he was so scary, bro. Like I didn't even want to look at him, bro. Wayne was scary, bro.
And now
Fine.
he's like cool as fuck.
Man,
He always was cool. As
no,
fuck. It's
my
just I
brother,
didn't know
he
that.
I
good
didn't know
people.
that.
He's always been good people.
It's not like I didn't.
But
know him
no,
before.
we
Okay,
never
go ahead.
finished why I
Go,
was
go.
trying. Like I wanted to be
Yeah.
friends with a good friend group that didn't do whatever I did. So y'all were the next closest thing other than I guess the kids I was like going and have my classes with and shit. So I was like, all right, I'll take that. And yeah, we ended up being friends after a while. But shit had happened. It was like, wow. Wait.
I want to know when was like the actual like when did the seed plant? When was the seed planted?
I think the
I
seed
don't
was
remember.
planted that night.
You think so?
Yeah, bro. Because to me, that was a night that I didn't plan on going to the Froglet Festival with anybody or
Yeah.
doing anything. And then the fact that I kind of semi-knew you.
No, that's crazy.
No, that is so funny. And you know what? Whatever, we became friends. We became brothers, so that's what matters.
Yeah.
La lie.
So this question was asked in Spanish.
We read them bitches
I'm gonna read in
English.
Spanish and then obviously I'm gonna read in
Okay.
English. So esta pregunta dice, sería interesante escuchar qué piensan los jóvenes de la nueva ley que va a entrar el 1 de julio. Translation. It would be very interesting to know what the youth thinks of the new law coming in July 1st, which it being very, very fucking soon.
What's the new law?
Here in Florida, you're gonna be able to have, you're gonna be able to
Concealed carry without a
conceal
license.
carry without a license.
Oh, for real?
So everybody gonna be blickied up.
I mean, to keep it a buck, I feel like people already do that now enough as it is.
Like, look,
No one
me.
no one gives a fuck
I don't
about
think
nothing.
anybody though, because
Not
now,
anybody,
Now I
but
feel like it just, if you think about it,
It will
'cause-
promote people to go get their
because
own shit.
I was like, oh shit, maybe I should go get a gun.
Mhm.
You know, it like planted the
Yeah.
thought in my head. I'm like, no, now everyone's gonna have them. Like shit, I gotta be
The
like.
good thing is they'll still run background checks, regardless,
Yeah.
even when you buy
That'll
one.
work.
So that'll be somewhat better.
Esa nueva ley que va a entrar sí da para preocuparse, pero I mean, siento que a ese punto que estamos llegando, siento que en realidad se van a ver cosas más peores pero siento que eso va a dar, no sé, siento que a mucha gente le puede dar miedo porque inmediatamente piensan, oh, este trae pistola, pero algo que yo trato de evitar es a veces como hasta cuando ir cuando ir manejando, sí o no, cuando ir manejando, like, no les, like, aunque te enojen o que se te metan, like, no les pites, no les digas nada, porque a veces hay gente que con un pitido que le des te dan la vuelta y pa.
But I mean, regardless, I feel like you gotta stay lick it up just to protect yourself.
Pero yo,
you can't get caught lacking, you know.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You know, like, it's just good to protect yourself.
So you think just because a law passes that, and I understand where you're coming from, like, anybody could carry.
I mean, you coming from Chirac, like,
Hey, you would expect me to want to go get one too, right? No,
that's because you live in you're a suburban dude.
I'm just thinking, like,
You're a suburban dude.
If you carry, open carry, if you open carry, like, what is that gonna make? Like, what's the?
I just feel like more people.
Because open carries you can have it visible. Concealed carries that you can't.
I just feel like more people should be aware of like
who you're
messing with. Of who you're messing with.
You know?
Like, don't just.
Yeah, that's what.
Just don't be an idiot and start. You know, like.
No, always be cool and read
sometimes
people.
that'll probably help protect too, because then you'll have people that know how to use a gun that can stop. You know, the course if needed.
What do you value most in friendship?
The friendship in itself.
Loyalty, 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 loyalty. Put that song in right now.
That's my answer. I value the friendship in friendship. Let me feel loved. Let me feel appreciated while I let you and give you love and appreciation and an open ear and open-mindedness. Like, I want to encompass a full friendship on so many different levels. So that's what I look for in a friendship, an actual friendship, not no motherfucking one-sided. And I know a lot of things are transactional. A lot of friendships or anything that we do with another human is very transactional. But I want my transactions to be very much genuine, equivalent and genuine to what the fuck I'm giving out, so it doesn't feel like I'm losing or taking away too much of myself.
What do you guys think of like abortion?
My honest opinion with abortion, for real, bro.
Yeah, bro. Please be honest, bro.
Is I'm not a woman,
hey,
so I can't speak
please be honest,
for a woman's body.
I'm very pro-life.
My answer is simple. They decide what they want to do.
Yeah, but I'm pro-life. Like,
but what?
It's very much like I'm pro-life. Like, I would want you to keep that child, but I'm not in your position to tell you to do that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you do what.
So, like, that's literally on you. Like, of course, like that's you on you, and that's your decision. Now, if I was a part of that decision, I think it would take me to try to step up to the plate to be the person that's like, okay, if you don't want to do that, then I'll do that. You know, and leave you less of that burden, but that's still hard to do if you're being realistic.
Yeah.
But it's a thing. It's a thing. I would rather you keep the baby. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
what about?
I don't have to raise it. That's not my life. That's my concern. I don't have the finances to take care of another person's child. So if that's what you have to do for the sake of you and your life and your peace and your sanity, is your life, baby. Do what the fuck you gotta do.
I'm with you too. What about like the people that like the women that get raped?
Same thing. It's very unfortunate that shit like happens like that. And it's her body's like she's experienced it, or you know what I'm saying. We're speaking about women who get raped.
Oh, bro, that's so weird.
She's experienced it, so I feel like it's on her to make the decision if she wants to go forth with carrying a baby from a molester, the person who molested her, or some not. Oh, that's so sad.
Oh, I'm getting chills.
Yeah. I mean, statistics do say that people that go to like these Planned Parenthood places, roughly like it's like 3 to 5% of them are rape. All the other ones are they're not ready, not financially ready. They don't want to have one. Rapes do make up a little bit of percent. Not to say that it doesn't happen, because it does. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be pro-life.
And you work there? Alex hit us with the facts.
Yeah.
No, that's facts though.
That's a good question though.
Is time an illusion?
Is time an illusion? I think time is man-made, so yeah.
Wait, but what do you mean by that? Because what do you mean by that? Because the Bible does say. Okay, never mind.
Was the Bible written by
Word of God.
man?
Oh,
God.
Wait,
God didn't write the mother. Oh God.
They did.
God didn't
Yep,
motherfucking.
through the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, through the Spirit of God.
Okay, I like this because now we have two opposites. I like
Through the
this.
Spirit
That's
of
opposite.
God.
Yes.
Two different point of views.
Opposite.
Because he thinks it's man-made.
And
I think it's
Bible-
man-made. It is man-made,
Opposite.
written by the
Through
first
the
witnesses.
God.
Through God. But I just see what you're saying. Like, it was
It's still a
Written by man,
human.
but-
A still human.
through the Holy Spirit. Like, he wrote. They were spitting
It
facts.
went like this.
No,
Say
the
your opinion.
Bible was written by I want to be exactly correct, but if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and you can go find the actual truth of it. But the Bible was written by at least 13 motherfucking men.
Yep.
13.
We all agree on one thing.
13 men who can we can say that were disciples of God, who had the Spirit that God spoke through them. Let's just say that, which is fine because there is so much truth within the Bible. But at the same time, there's so many different eras of men, personalities and ways of men who know how to tell certain things through which way they know how to tell them. Just because God gave you the Spirit to say, you're gonna be pregnant next year with a girl, doesn't mean that God's gonna like relay that same message through me and I go tell a lady, oh, you might have a dream about fish. I didn't tell her she's gonna be pregnant, but I told her you're gonna dream about fish, which implies you're gonna be pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Or like people who dream
No,
about
metaphors.
Exactly. Like,
Well, yeah.
in other words, I'm
because-
trying to get through is like, just because the Spirit of God is in me and God speaks through me, doesn't mean I can convey that message the complete way that God wanted it to be conveyed. So the Bible is made up and constructed of 13 different men who have lived in different eras of this fucking world, who can speak solely off of what the hell they feel as God has placed in them to
It's the
speak
same era,
of.
by the way.
And I was like, I just feel like it's human era. If anything, it's human. And I'm not saying it's wrong or not right. I'm just saying that it's too misconstrued to the point where at this point I can go find and research my own shit for myself than to rely on 13 other men that has felt that.
How will you go and research shit by yourself?
The same way that they feel like they live their motherfucking life out of peace and harmony and love, and let God move and work through them the same way I can move my motherfucking life and hope God leads me in the direction of the answers that I need to be fucking answered in my life.
That's very true, but you use the book to help you do that.
Not
'Cause it's called the Book of Life. for a
many
reason.
books, not just one singular
But they
book.
all tie back into the same thing.
See, I think that's where we go wrong in America in our Western ways of thinking, when
'Cause we strayed away
we
from
feel
that
like
book.
the Bible is the only book
It
there
is.
is to knowledge or knowing of God or love. I think that's very narrow-minded.
No, I
Because I'm
think
not
that's very
saying it's
open.
not. I'm saying the Bible is as open-minded as possible. But I'm saying
That's
only
love. You want to know what love is?
The Bible.
The Bible is love.
Okay, cute.
That's like the main message that it is love.
That's the only message of love there is?
Yeah.
The Bible?
Yes.
Oh.
Because there's so many different parables,
I have
and so many
something-
different
Oh, I didn't
stories,
know that.
so many different.
Oh, I have something to say.
So many different metaphors that you said.
Yeah.
There's a
I
lot
have
of
something to
things
say.
that tie back into
I was
love in
gonna
that
say,
book.
guys, it's my turn.
Right.
Nothing bad has came from listening to the Bible, though.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
I know. I'm
I'm
just
like,
saying- I'm
I
just
don't
saying.
think y'all think. I hope I'm not saying like the Bible is the
Well,
bad
what
book.
I'm taking
No,
from what
I'm
you're
not
saying
taking
is
that.
What are you
that,
taking?
that
It's just you have a different viewpoint
What?
of it.
Yeah, of course.
And everyone's gonna have a different viewpoint.
I'm
of
taking. You should not only use the Bible. That should
Yeah.
not be the only thing
Well,
that you
what else?
use as your source of knowledge to getting closer to God or knowing God.
What else should be? Or like what?
Any other form of their.
Yes,
so
but that does help.
there's of course
It's
learning
gonna-
about.
it's gonna help.
If
The more you
anything.
learn about him, the more stronger your faith is gonna be.
I personally think religion is the reason why we're all divided in this first place.
I'm not saying religion. I'm saying relationship. That's what's gonna help.
What
you
was the
build a
Bible
relationship.
constructed off of? What form of religion?
The Jewish religion. I'm serious.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I thought the Bible was constructed
Jesus was a Jew.
of
Yeah,
Christianity.
Jesus was a Jew.
That's why they have on this thing King of the Jews up top, because he said, I'm the King of the Jews. And that's who God chose to bring out of Israel.
So
I mean,
Jewish people
out of
read
Egypt,
the Bible?
Out of Egypt. They were slaves.
Jewish people read the Bible. What do the Jewish people read? What books do they go to? What is the Jewish people book of worship, book of knowledge?
I don't know, I'm not Jewish.
Oh, I think we should all dive into different religions and learn about way more than to just stick to one thing that we were taught and only thing one thing
Well,
we know.
hold on.
Which
The
is
Bible-
not saying it's wrong.
The Bible,
The truth,
because
I'm the way I'm.
I'm not saying it's wrong.
No.
I just think it's limiting. I think we limit ourselves.
wait, hold on. This is a
That
good
should be
question
common.
because the Bible could be different for all of us.
Exactly.
So, like the Jewish Bible, they could be like, "Oh, it's this one," and then. Honestly, I'm not really going towards religion. I'm just going more towards.
You see how it is? Religion is so dividing.
Yes, okay,
it's
like
so
me,
dividing.
I really try to drift away from
It is so
religion
dividing.
itself,
It's so bad.
and I just focus on my relationship.
Exactly,
with-
and I'm not saying that like
with the
just
Lord.
because you read the Bible or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck book or context you want to read, you have to fully engulf or be of that form of religion or construction. I think knowledge to finding God in God's totality is it in itself. I don't think you need a religion to tell anybody how I operate, how I love God, how I worship God, whatever God looks
Everyone's
like to
gonna do
me.
that different.
Exactly. So I feel like religion is nothing but motherfucking division between all of us, because if I read the motherfucking Quran or I read the motherfucking Bible, in the end of the fucking day, God is still God. The infinite, the all-knowing. It's the way that people who have written these books say that the way we honor God or the way we go about God, or this is what God has told us. It's in the grand scheme not fucking far from each other, but it's different people that wrote these different things. So how the fuck am I gonna be able to say this one book is the only way that God is speaking to me? That's so limiting. That's so narrow-minded. That's literally like me being from Fellsmere and never leaving Fellsmere and not seeing any other way. Other part of this damn country or this world, and saying Fellsmere is the best place in the motherfucking country because that's the only thing I've known. That's the only thing I've ever seen. Versus being
yes
like,
and no, because that's very, very like subjective as well.
can you elaborate as to why it's subjective to you?
Because
Oh, I like it.
I just think it's not the same as religion. Religion, you have how many range of religion? 6. You tell me out of those 6, there's not one right one?
No, see, I think you're misconstruing
There's
what I'm
6
saying.
religions?
I think so.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't
like
know.
major,
I don't know
like
the
major,
number.
major.
No, there's way more than 6 religions, but I see
think
where
so,
you're
yeah,
coming
because
from.
there's like some weird.
What I'm saying is there are answers in all of these motherfuckers. I think where we go wrong is narrowing in on one of them and
There's a
saying
real
that
one,
I'm only
there's a
gonna
right one.
operate.
Wait.
That's what I believe in.
That's why I say shit.
No, yeah.
I have no opinion on it. That's literally you.
No, you do have an opinion.
I do, but I don't think it's nice or anything that's in light of what he wants to hear, so I'm not gonna say it. It's better to hold your opinions than to speak them out. They're not in the operations of.
You speaking to me, brother?
But
Wait, hold on.
I know you
Wait,
wouldn't like that, but I still said it.
Oh no, that's fine. Like my thing is like, I keep saying I think it's just narrow-minded. That's all. I genuinely just think it's just a form of narrow-mindedness. Like
Of what?
you're
Like,
not
believe
being
in one
open.
religion?
Yeah, not just being one religion. Just really like letting one form of religion be your only construct of you understanding and getting to know God, which is not. There's nothing wrong with it because you still can have a beautiful ass relationship with God
Yeah.
based on the religion you choose or whatever the fuck. But it's the fact that a religion can tell you. One religion can tell you to do one thing, another religion can tell you not to do one thing.
You're right.
Yet we still at the end of the night can go pray to God, the same motherfucking God.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
fact,
So
that's
I feel
fact.
like it's just
I
so
don't
much
like-
division
Yeah,
when God is
yeah.
just God. God is gonna be all loving and all. So how can I just say that? Oh, I'm gonna read this one book or passage and say that this is the only way I can view God when this is written by so many different people and other books are too. You know what I'm saying? Versus just having whatever the fuck you feel in your mind, in your heart, and have gone more than just one singular way of looking at God. Once you surpass that, then you can make, I guess, a complete conclusion of what the fuck you present or you view God as to be in your life. Rather that be within the same construct of that same religion, or a vast way of you viewing God. Like, I can read 6 books and tell you about God versus reading 1 book and tell you only thing I know about God. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather read the 6 and know a shit ton from different other things and connect so many different things versus only read 1 book and say and believe everything that everybody says in this book. Like, this is it. This is da-da-da.
Wait. This is a question. Good question. What if you're very educated on something you know and you've done, right?
Mm-hmm. And what?
So then you read a book, another book,
Mm-hmm.
telling you how to do whatever you're good at,
Mhm.
right? And then you're like, bruh, I've done it. I've read, this is not it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What if it's like that?
When you know, is it factual, or are you only knowing because you feel like it's right? It's like you're like, oh, this
Then
has
again,
to be
then
right.
again, though,
Because
you're
we've
right.
been taught.
Very true about
We've been taught that that's the only thing we should know.
Yeah.
We've been taught in Western thinking. We've been taught the Bible is the ultimate answer to everything. That's the only thing we've been taught here in America. If you take your ass out of this country and maybe go somewhere else, that's not gonna be what the fuck they teach you. They might say their book is the only way to think. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can you be so narrow-minded to think, oh, literally just staying within the place that what?
I can say
You know what I'm saying? So
something,
like, I feel like open-mindedness is the only thing that's gonna get you as close as
Very
God
true.
as you want to be.
Very true.
You being
That and accepting
close-minded
others.
is very
Yeah,
much narrowing, which is not wrong because even that
Yeah.
narrow mind
Uh-huh.
or that narrow tunnel can still get you
I feel
even
like
the closest to God.
I feel like as long as like at the end of the day, you know what I dislike? I dislike when people say, "Oh no, it's my religion is the right one." My religion.
No,
I don't
see,
like
that's
what I'm
where
saying.
it
Hold
gets
on,
wrong.
Let me tell.
Talk.
Tubby. But that, because you're right. At the end of the day, like as long as you believe in God, that's it. Like me, like I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, your religion is
Mhm.
this, your religion is that." Like my religion is the right one. No, I'm not gonna talk about that with anybody, honestly. Obviously, I can talk about it with y'all because, but like I don't even say this stuff like that. Like I'm never gonna say, "Oh, your religion is this," right?
Mhm.
I feel like as long as you just follow God, believe in God, you're a great person. You
Mhm.
mean no harm. You move out of great intention. I feel like that's all you need. You know what I'm saying? Like, because no, there was more I wanted to say, but I was just holding it, but because I was letting you talk, I was
Oh
holding it.
wow, don't do
It's
that.
okay, brother. No. But it is very true though. Like the whole separation of, oh, my religion, this religion,
It is.
because
It's
there is. I feel,
There's
maybe
big separation.
okay. There is probably 6 major religions, but there is a lot where it's like there'll be some weird ass religions out
Like,
there that have
bro,
nothing to do with
like,
God.
now this shit makes sense.
Has nothing
Like,
to do with God, because you're right, because then that's all they believe.
bro, that's all you know. That's
But
literally all you know.
me, as long as like you move with great intention,
I
mean
think
no
that's
harm,
what God wants.
and you do the right things. You
Yes.
treat others the way maybe you want to be treated,
Yes.
and like sometimes you know what I do. Sometimes I'll be like, if God was here, what would I do?
Mm.
If God was looking at me,
What was it?
if He was in the presence of me,
Mhm.
what would I do? Would I really do this or would I do this? You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I kind of like keep myself in check in that way, but like I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? When
Yeah.
it comes to religion, me, it's just God. Like I don't say, oh, Catholic, Christian.
You see what I'm saying? If I can be even
That's-
more honest, it's like kind of weird, but
You can be honest.
people who say, I think I've told you this also, people who like even speak of God and say, give God a pronoun like He and things like that, like He's doing great things for me. In my head, it's like, oh, you're pretty close-minded already. So like I kind of like not clock out from what you're saying because you're human. I'm gonna hear you out, but I can tell already.
So you don't think
What?
God is a He?
No.
It says in the Bible He's a He. He's our Father. He created you. He created you and He loves you.
I do believe it's.
And I want you to be open-minded to that, Drew.
I'm listening. I'm actually like
Wait.
after you said I'm listening.
Okay, I want to ask, why don't you think He is a He? Or like what? Like why?
My thinking is what makes him a he. What makes God a he? Like
His word.
why? Because I mean I'm a man naturally, right?
Maybe that is out of our understanding.
So if it's out of our understanding, why do you already result to the answer of him being a he? Then if you don't understand it, why do you already think?
It's like-
Because someone told you, right? Someone told you that
I
God was a
told
he. The Bible was written by a person,
God.
another human.
Okay, hold on.
God spoke through those humans, right?
So
Yeah.
is God.
So God can speak through me.
Yep. He
Yeah.
definitely can. 110%,
So if God
brother.
can, so if God can speak through me, then I can feel that. If God can speak through me, then God put in my heart to know I am all. I am no singular male. I am no singular female. I am all. I am energy. God created all of us.
But you are a male.
I am a male, yeah,
Yeah.
but God created me in light and likeliness of God. That means God is a male, God is a woman, God is an it, God is in they, God is in all of us. Like
Everything.
God is all. So when
Everything, okay,
exactly.
okay.
So when people say like God is a man, I'm like that just shows where you are thinking of how far you're
Wait.
able to let your mind go because
Wait. This is good. Or is that answer you just gave just an answer that makes sense?
no, I think
Because
I
I could
felt
say
that in my
yeah?
spirit.
Okay, that's valid. That's valid.
Like in my spirit, I was like,
because it's like out of my understanding how he even created the world. Right?
see, my bad, you just threw me off. Go ahead, say it again.
It's out of my understanding.
How God created the world.
Yes. Like I can't even fathom or I
Yeah,
can't
that's
even
good,
comprehend. So it's like I can be like, oh, like he created like this, and it might sound valid. Doesn't mean it's right though, right? You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm seeing it. Like,
Exactly.
which I know what you mean. Now that you're saying he is everything, okay?
God is everything. That's why I say God is God.
Because you know what? I used to think God was a person.
Think about it,
I used
bro.
to think he was physical. I used me. I used to
I
think
know what
that.
I'm saying. Like,
But now he's not. Like
you had to unlearn that, right?
now, yeah.
You had to unlearn what the fuck you were taught. I think
He's
that's a lot
not-
of shit we have to unlearn.
He's
God
energy.
is God.
He's-
Exactly.
He's like.
I don't even want to say he because
Like,
God is
well,
not
I'ma
a
say
man
he.
in my mind. Yeah.
He my dog. Shit.
Period,
He's my
bitch.
dog. Like.
He's my father.
But like God is all, and if I really can be honest, I think the closest thing to God, if I want to be honest, is a woman. So I naturally would not
Wait,
think
why?
that God.
'Cause he made the woman out of a male.
Bro, think about it. If God, no.
Wait, why are you saying no? Wait, why are you
Because
saying no?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm trying to say,
Help me.
if God is the only procreator of life, right? God created all of life. What other species on this planet that God made to create life? What other species? A fucking woman. The woman is the only other motherfucking thing on this earth that create life, that can hold life, right? In partnership of a man, not from a man. In partnership.
Woman did come from a man. From
the
rib
rib
cage. So
Okay, so we're going from that, right? Where'd the woman come from then?
Male.
the male.
We all need to eat by everybody, right? Okay,
Yes.
so when it comes to reproductive, once you surpass the first creation of it, reproductive, like we need more multitude. Who do we rely on?
The woman.
A woman, motherfucker.
But God
So when we
didn't.
speak of God, God relied on both. God relied on the energy of spirit and love and light, which created male and female.
He created the male first.
And then he created a woman for the
Okay, wait. This is pretty.
I'm listening.
This is a good take.
I'm listening.
He created the male first without the female. Oh, let's go! I'm him! let's go! Let's go!
The man
Yo,
without a woman.
Yo, I'm him. I'm fucking him, bro. Let's go! Let's go!
Oh, that's love life.
Yo, I just broke the code. Yeah! Yo! Let's go! Let's go! I ate that up! I ate!
No, you didn't eat. No, you ate.
Wait, that's good. Yours is like, yeah, you thought. Hold on. That was good.
You're just cooking. I ain't even gonna say shit. At the end of the
No.
day, it all matters about your relationship with God. Period.
Very controversial topic.
No, I mean it is, but it's all love. I
Wait,
love you, Jess.
why are you making
I
that
love you.
face? You got a shit?
Yeah.
No, you don't. Wait, hold on.
What a scapegoat Eve.
God made
I'm making this face because I feel like
Adam without a woman. Just know that.
I'm not God. I'm of God though.
Of course.
So
Yeah,
we're all of,
God
we're all of
created you
God.
in the likeness
Obviously,
of
you're not God, but
himself.
I'm of God, so I'm like God.
we are of God.
I am.
Why are you
Hey,
doing
God.
that?
I'm looking.
You're scaring me.
God.
Jesus, yes, we can be more like Him, who sent us.
Period.
Period.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, it's a good conversation.
I really shut up after that. I'm not saying you're wrong and I'm not right. We're just stating opinions.
Yeah, God.
Period.
But that's that shit that drives me crazy.
I feel like there are uneducated opinions versus minor educated opinions.
Whether they're educated or not, it's just an opinion.
Very true. Very
And
true.
opinions
It
can't
was
be
discuss. It was discussion. Very good discussion. I still love y'all.
Some are based on facts, and
Just
some
feel
of
like
them
some
aren't.
bitches
That's exactly what you just said, but
What?
I was just stating my opinion, brother.
Duh.
But now you're kind of like saying, your opinion is wrong.
This is how I am as a person. I be like, your
You're-
opinion. Your opinion is a strong opinion, and in my back of my head is like, I wonder why that opinion is so strong.
Well, it just sounds like only your opinion is right.
No.
Yes.
That's not right, and I'm gonna tell you my opinion is not the only one that's right or wrong.
And I'm not right. It's just about sharing.
Yeah,
That's how I
that's
see it. That's how I see it.
That's why discussions are discussions. You're supposed
Like,
to be
you're
able to.
black, I'm black, we're brothers.
Uh,
What?
I'm a drink.